Um, Next, Rahul, if you can share with us your experience. Rahul is one of our customers. We supported him with a financial model during his capital raise. He managed to be a successful entrepreneur in India, and maybe he can share with us some useful information on how he did it. Rahul, are you here with us? Let me make you the host so you can unmute. Rahul, can
Yeah, hi,
you?
Radu. Thank you for making me the host. So I don't have much of a presentation. I will just I just have a few slides prepared for this meeting. If you guys can hear me and see the screen, let me know.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah.
Okay, super. So yeah, basically, Life Scanners is a technology aggregator, and we have aggregated various technologies to deliver our end user, which is patients, with a comprehensive solution set. What I figured in healthcare is there are a lot of amazing technologies, and doctors and hospitals are always bombarded with all kinds of proposals that, hey, this technology can do this technology can do that. But really, no one is interested in any technology. People are mostly interested in solutions. So what we have done is we have aggregated technologies from British Columbia Cancer Research, with MOTIC, with LED Dental Apteryx Imaging. And basically, we provide end-to-end solutions to our clients to prevent cancer. So our technology can help detect oral cancer, cervical cancer, up to 2 years before any symptoms, with more than a 98% accuracy. And that's what we do. So the subject of this meeting is I was requested to talk a little bit about sales. So I will just do that. Most of us have some idea about what sales is, and most of us actually have no clue about what sales is. Just if you can guys give me a minute, I'll be just right back. Yeah, sorry about that. A doctor was calling, so I had to take the call. Apologies for the disruption. So basically, most of us have some idea about what sales is, but in my experience, most people don't understand what sales is. There is a very famous saying that sales solves all problems, which is largely true for a commercial enterprise, because if you have money coming in, it can really smooth over a lot of things and a lot of deficiencies in your organization. And basically, the objective of a business is to generate cash. And the value of a business is the sum total of the future cash that business will generate. So if your business cannot generate cash, obviously it's not a business. And the whole process of generating cash is the sales process. So in my opinion, based on whatever I've learned in life, what I figured is that sales is actually solving your client's problems. That's it. So what happens is people only pay when they have a problem, and they only pay when that problem is solved. If you think about yourself, when was the last time you spent $20, or whenever you last time you spent any money, you always spend money to solve some of your problem, whether it is a material problem or it's a psychological problem. It is something that's bothering you. It's something that you absolutely had to get it done. It was a pain in your ass, and that's the only time you spend money to get rid of that problem. That's the only time people spend money, and that fundamentally is very important to understand, that people spend money only to solve their problems. So unless we understand that basic concept, it will be very hard for anyone to be good at sales. So if you move on to the next slide, basically most people, and all of us can probably take a poll, they really want to avoid salespeople and a salesman or a salesperson. The reason they want to avoid them is because they don't like to get pestered. They don't want to be sold something they don't need. They don't want to be taken advantage of. Usually, whenever you talk, any salesperson makes a phone call to you, you will do your best to get off the phone. If someone shows up at your home or your office, you'll try to get rid of that person as soon as possible. So most people treat salespeople like a pest, and I don't blame them because they do act like a pest. However, most people love experts who can solve their problems. And that's the key difference. Are you going to be just a regular sales guy who has learned about all things sales from some MBA school or some book? Or you will apply your mind into really thinking exactly what your role is in your client's life. So if and only if you position, whether it's a startup or a full-grown business, late-stage company, doesn't really matter. The moment companies stop being an expert in their clients' lives and in solving their problems, they start to die, basically. If you look at what is the percentage of businesses that close every year, it's a pretty high percentage. What percentage of businesses survive? The previous speaker was talking about building a 50-year business. If you look up what percentage of businesses survive 50 years, I guarantee it's less than like 5% of businesses. So why are so many businesses dying? They basically cease to be meaningful in identifying and solving their clients' problems. And that's why they are not able to generate cash, and hence, eventually they die. So I'm not going to go too deep into the sales process because it's pretty standard stuff. You guys probably already know it. The whole reason of me putting this picture up here was to just explain you that, especially for a startup, because you have finite resources, you don't have infinite resources. So you can't be wasting your time talking to anyone who's willing to listen to you. That will be an absolute disaster and basically a death knell for your business. What you need to do is to spend a lot of time in this step number one, which is research, in identifying who exactly is the person / organization / persons who can have the potential problem which you are the best in the world in solving. If you're not the best in the world in solving that problem, no worries. You try to be number two. If not number two, try to be number three. Try to be as good as you possibly can in solving those problems. So once you do that, once you identify that on who that specific target audience is going to be, the step number two is very important, which is prospecting. Prospecting is essentially figuring out all the connections on how everything connects with each other, and really identifying whether this is the right target for you, yay or nay. And as any process goes, it's garbage in, garbage out. If you put garbage in step number 1 and 2, you will have garbage dollars, basically. So the more time you spend in step number 1 and 2, better results will follow. Since I have only 15 minutes, I'm not going to go in too much detail on each step. But bottom line is that from a startup point of view, you cannot shy away from sales. If you think that someone else will come and do the sales for you, or you will hire a salesperson and it's his or her job or their job to get sales done for you, pretty much your company will die. It's only a matter of time when. You have to figure out those things yourself. Of course, as you scale, you will need salespeople to help you out, but you cannot really shy away from sales. And if you change just 1 degree of your understanding of what sales really is, which is essentially problem solving, and that's what businesses are. Businesses solve problems. That's why they get paid, and that's why they exist. If you're building a business, you're basically building, you're getting into the problem solving business. So those are the essentials. What I can recommend is a system developed by basically a genius in sales. It's developed by someone named Jordan Belfort, and the persuasion system is called straight line persuasion system. And the guy obviously has a very questionable character. So I'm not looking for someone to marry my daughter. I'm looking for someone who's really good in sales. And I think Jordan Belfort has to be the master of sales. So much so that a big blockbuster movie, Wolf of Wall Street, was made on him. You can find a lot of his content free of cost on the internet. I highly recommend people following and understanding the straight line persuasion system. A summary of that is on the screen right now. It basically says that since your job is to solve your client's problem, then you should not like talk about history, geography, how is the weather, what's your hobby like, and basically talk about garbage that has nothing to do with that guy's a problem. So your job as a salesperson, your job as a business owner is to help your client make the right decision. And whatever it takes for you to help your client make the right decision, that's what you need to do. So as the previous speaker spoke about, helping so many businesses, so many people build great businesses, she cannot do her job if she does not ask the right questions and understand the needs of her clients. Only when she asks the right questions and qualify and really understand what's going on in their clients' lives, what is bothering them, and how your solution can basically help your client reach their goal, basically connecting those two dots, identifying the pain of the customer and presenting your solution as the medicine, the therapy that will solve your client's problem. Whoever can connect those two dots is the winner. So sales is whatever limited time I have. In summary, I would like to say sales is nothing except solving your client's problems. And you do that by helping your client make the right decision. And that right decision usually is to take action, whether they are using your product or not, whether they are taking your solution or not, is really not the goal. The goal is to solve your client's problem. So what will happen is many times you will realize that, hey, this is not the right solution. Whatever I am trying to sell is not the right fit for the person you're speaking to. But you know of a competitor or you know of another service that can help the person out. So do the right thing. Show them the right path that, hey, my product cannot help you out, or my product can only help you 60%, but I know of another product or service that can help you 100%, and lead them in that direction. So that these goodwill seeds that you sow in the market over a period of time do harvest, and they come back with beautiful fruits. So that's my time today. I'm going to wrap up by just simply saying that for whoever is in the meeting and wherever you people are, please screen for serious diseases, including cancer. This pandemic was a disaster for disease screening. The single biggest reason why people are living longer is because they have the technology in whichever society you are to screen for serious disease. And if you catch the disease early, the treatment is very easy. It costs a lot less money, and it is not very harmful for your body. So wherever you guys are, go for a regular health checkup and definitely screen for disease. So with that, I submit my time. Thank you, Radu, for inviting me over. Take care.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much. I hope you, the ones that are in the startup stage, listen carefully to Rahul. He's a real true seller, and I appreciate him a lot, not only for this, but he's also a great mentor. So thank you, Rahul, and wish you best and keep in touch, okay?
Thank you, everyone, for your time.